number 99, Xavier Borges. Batting third, number 4, Sammy Garcia. Batting fourth, number 3, JJ Fernandez. Batting fifth, number 8, Derek Blanco. Batting sixth, number 18, Diego Blanco. Batting seventh, number 10, Jaden Blanco. Batting eighth, number 7, Leo Henao. And batting ninth, number 5, Jacare Griffith. Now please rise as you're able for the playing of our national anthem.
Mute all, put the scoreboard back on. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Abraham Lincoln High School. I'm Peter Andrews, producing the action. Adam Caljean with me, as always, for baseball. How you doing, Adam?
I'm doing great today. Feeling great.
Yeah, we are here. We are ready. I think we're streaming. Oh, we're streaming.
I certainly hope so.
If you can hear my voice, it's working.
That sounds great, Pete.
Senior Day today. We are facing off against Fort Hamilton. The Tigers coming in. They will try from an underdog position to bring the upset today. But they've got their work cut out to them against a strong Railsplitters squad with Donnie Francis on the mound today. I'm going to throw it over to you because you're better at this than I am. So please tell us all about it.
Yes, today is Senior Day. As you mentioned, Pete, we're coming to you live from 2800 Ocean Parkway, Brooklyn, New York. Greatest address in high school sports. Donnie's out on the mound warming up right now. And we've got Xavier Borges behind the plate today. Derek Blanco's going to play first base. Jaden Blanco Martinez is going to be at second.
I'm going to switch you to a different mic input real quick. Hang on. Please hold. How about now?
Let's see. Oh,
Yeah,
that sounds so much better.
That's much better.
All right, so let me start over. We're
right.
coming to you live from 2800 Ocean Parkway, Brooklyn, New York, the greatest address in high school sports. We got balls flying, almost coming back here into the media booth. Donnie Francis is on the mound today. He's warming up. He's going to represent for the Railsplitters here on Senior Day. It was a really nice ceremony honoring all of the seniors. Coach Cruz did a wonderful job, announcing and emceeing, bringing his players up and saying something really nice about every player that they honored today. Now let's hope that the seniors can carry that energy out onto the field and be productive to help the Railsplitters squad get some points today. All right. So as I said, we have Donnie Francis is pitching. Xavier Borges behind the plate today. Derek Blanco is playing first base. Jaden Blanco Martinez is playing second. JJ Fernandez is playing third. Looks like Diego is in left field. Samil is in center. And then it looks like Leo's in right field. Fort Hamilton is going to send up number 97, Breitling Severino Urea. He's a senior. He's going to play shortstop today. Severino Urea is batting 154 with an on-base percentage of 476. And the first pitch is sky high into shortstop. And the catch is made. One pitch, one out for the Railsplitters. Scored that one 6. Donnie's going to work from the stretch. The second batter is going to be number 22, Jordan Ayala. Jordan is a junior. He fouls one off. Ayala has pretty good numbers. He's batting .333 with an on-base percentage of .391. Slugging percentage of .381. Takes a pitch upstairs. Batting from the right-hand side, Adani takes a deep breath, now collects at the chest. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And the pitch. Hit to right field. Looks like Leo's got a beat on it. Nope, it's going to be Jaden Blanco Martinez with the catch. Second baseman calling off the outfielder, making the play. And now the Tigers are going to send up number 1, Aiden Porter. He's a junior. And the pitch. That ball's a little low. Number 1, Aiden Porter. Swing and a miss. Beautiful pitch by Adani. And the pitch. In the dirt. It's a good pitch to waste. Not bad there. All right, so it's 63 degrees at the first pitch here today. Beautiful weather for baseball. Sun shining on the Railsplitters. That ball's outside. Three balls, one strike, 2 outs. Here at L House on Senior Day. Strike 3 called. Excuse me, strike 2 called. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Good job by Adani here in the bottom half of the first inning. 0-0. With the home team coming up to bat. So the Railsplitters will send up a pretty typical lineup. The only difference today, for the most part, is a couple little changes and wrinkles in the lineup today. But we got Xavier Borges behind the plate. And batting lineup pretty similar to what it's been in the past. Donnie Francis is leading off. First batter pitching today. Number 2 batter will be Xavier Borges, catcher today. Batting third is going to be Samil Garcia. Batting fourth, JJ Fernandez. Batting fifth, Derek Blanco. Batting sixth, Diego Blanco. Batting seventh, Jaden Blanco Martinez. Batting eighth, Leo Haneo. And batting ninth, Corey Griffith. Getting the start today in the field.
Tiempo en el bloque, haciendo unos rebotes, el rejuego los trotes, el joseo en mi deporte, juntando con un pasaje, viendo el allí de full locker, soñando con ser grande y viviendo en un mundo aparte, tratando de buscarme para que los gantes lo noten, ripiendo una cuartica para poder salir a flote, me mataron los panitas míos del 2014, otro día con el macuto apretado adentro de los voces, que lo que pasa sin diciembre cuando rato y solo, esta es la vida real de los cocos, como el uso blanco, los 3.5 y los Marlboro, menor nunca robe, plántate sin malo coro.
All right, as usual, great energy coming out of the dugout here for the Railsplitters. They really do a great job at, just making it feel like a wonderful baseball experience. Fort Hamilton is going to send up junior Aiden Porter as their pitcher today. He has 6 strikeouts over 6 innings pitched. First pitch is in there for a strike. He has an ERA of 3.50 and a whip of 1.50. And he delivers. Francis skies this ball sky high. The pitcher is calling for it right in front of the pitcher's mound. He makes the catch for the first down. Fort Hamilton Tigers have 1 out. Sophomore, Swiss Army knife. Xavier Borges coming up to bat from the right-hand side. And Porter is quick into his windup. Borges offered a bunt, but foul. Railsplitters starting to cheer for Xavier now out of the dugout. And the pitch, high, pops out of the catcher's glove. And the pitch, low, in the dirt. Xavier also has very impressive numbers. He's batting .318 with an on-base percentage of .464. Slugging .409. Great numbers for the sophomore. And he leans back, takes another ball. OPS of 87. 5 RBIs, 7 stolen bases. The pitch hits him right on the hip. Railsplitters with their first base runner. And that's going to bring up number 4, Samil Garcia. Garcia also has very impressive numbers. He's batting .364 with an on-base percentage of .417. And he's slugging at .545. The pitch. Foul. Nope, that one's going to be in play. Looks like out of play. Foul ball. And the right fielder and first baseman are going to really be battling the sun. Second baseman, too. They're really going to be struggling with the sun for a good portion of this game. All right. Garcia hoping to straighten one of those out. Garcia has 9 RBIs and 3 stolen bases on the season. That pitch is way high. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 man on. Here in the first. Ball's hit right back at the pitcher, off of his leg. Everybody's going to be safe. Kind of turned his body to the side, and then the ball kind of rolled up his calf onto his leg. They're going to have the trainer and the coach come out, take a look at him. He should be okay. He's just shaking it off. Turned his body to the side a little bit. Garcia continues to swing a hot bat. OPS of 96. He's got 3 stolen bases, so a little bit of speed on the base paths for JJ here. All right, let's see if JJ could put it together on senior day. Batting from the right-hand side. Pitcher looks back at second. He's continuing to look back at second, working from the stretch, first base side, and delivers. First pitch is low for a ball. JJ also very impressive numbers. He's batting .417 with an on-base percentage of .517 and a slugging of .708. Can you believe that number? Pitcher goes back to first. Garcia gets back in time, standing up. He's got the pink oven mitt on. JJ's waiting. Porter delivers. JJ swings and misses. Now Porter holds the ball. Glove folded by his hip. Now he holds, collects at the waist, and delivers. JJ hits the ball hard down the third base line. Dylan Jenkinson steps on third and goes across for the third out across the dugout. Nice play by Jenkinson to stay with the ball there and get it across the diamond. So no runs scored on 1 hit. 0-0 after 1 inning of play. Okay, Donnie Francis, his pitching numbers, he's only pitched 1 inning. He has 3 strikeouts. So that's going to put his ERA at 0-0 and his whip at 0-0. So he's done a very good job the time that he's been in there. All right, so how many times do we tell you the guy who made the play in the field is going to be the leadoff batter? He might be swinging a hot bat. All right, so I was able to go over and say hello to this young man, Dylan Jenkinson. I was fortunate enough to coach him in Pop Warner football at a young age. He's a great kid, comes from a great family. And let's see if he can put it together here in his senior year. So now Donnie is standing on the mound, playing with his sleeves. He's a little anxious. He's ready to pitch. Xavier's getting all his gear together here behind the plate. All right. Xavier's going to put on the last tool of ignorance. Dylan Jenkinson steps in from the right-hand side. Donnie holds the ball now at his chest and delivers. The ball low in the dirt. 0-1. Jenkinson has pretty good numbers as well. He's batting .235 with an on-base percentage of .381. He hits that ball hard to center field. And it gets caught in the fence for a ground rule double. Nice job by Jenkinson getting on the base paths here early on in the game. He skied that ball pretty hard. Dylan's always been a natural athlete. He was at 9 years old playing football and making tackles against kids who were a lot bigger than him. So he's always been an aggressive athlete. He's very good at all sports, but baseball is his sport. Okay, digging in from the left-hand side, James Loftus, the junior. That ball rolls past Xavier. Dylan stays put at second base. Xavier has a very good arm. Loftus now looking over to the dugout as they're calling him. Adani looks in, looks back at second at Jenkinson. Swing and a miss for Loftus. And the pitch. That one's low. Francis just needs to concentrate on the batter now. Just concentrate on the batter. Kind of holding him on at second in the pitch. In there for a strike. Beautiful pitch, tailing towards the, away from the batter. He stands tall and holds the bat tall in the batter's box. Takes another strike. Strike 3. Second strikeout for Adani here today in the second inning. It's going to bring up number 5, Thomas O'Neill. And the pitch, outside. O'Neill is batting .286 with an on-base percentage of .375, OPS .80. 3 RBIs on the season. O'Neill's doing a little stretching in the batter's box as he waits for the pitch. Now Adani holds at the chest. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike. 2 balls. Adani looks in again. Set and delivers. That ball's in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 man on. 0-0. Here in the second. Top of the second. Late cut. Foul. To the first base side of the cage. Dugout cheering for Adani. Anytime you hear Suave, that's what they're talking about. O'Neill ducks out of the way as the ball comes right through the batter's box, right over his head. All right, that's going to bring a full count here for Adani. He's got 1 out. He needs to throw a strike here, not let this batter get away. And the payoff. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Nice job. Nice pitch. Good location. That's going to bring up number 6, Ryan Mayada. Mayada's batting from the right-hand side. Let's see, Ryan Mayada, excuse me. And the pitch. In there for a strike. He stays in the batter's box. Towards the back of the batter's box. Xavier's got the call into the pitcher. Gets down nice and low. Slice foul down the first base line for Ryan. Ryan is a junior. Got an on-base percentage of 182, slugging 53. OPS of 23, and 1 RBI on the season. Jenkinson still on second base. Curveball doesn't break enough. All right, now Donnie's working from the third base side. Heel on. Sets at the chest and delivers. The ball's cut. Right-hand side. Foul ball. Staying alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1 man on. Both outs have been strikeouts. Let's see if he can get a third. And Francis delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Another K for Adani. Struck out the side there. He gives up a 2-base hit and then 3 strikeouts to end the inning. Strong pitching by Adani Francis. Let's see if the Railsplitters can get some base runners here. Got to do them one at a time. Can't win it all in one swing. That was a little bit of their problem a couple of games ago. Everybody was trying to win the game in one swing. And sometimes it just takes a little small ball to carry your team to the finish line. All right, Aiden Porter pitching for the Tigers. Nice job in the first inning. Settling in after hitting the second batter and settling in to get the double play ball. That's going to send up our number 5 hitter, which is number 8, Derek Blanco, today's first baseman. And now Porter's going to be working from the full windup, first base side, into his windup, and the pitch. In there for a strike. Nice pitch. Excuse me. Blanco's batting from the right-hand side. And the pitch is low. 1-1. Blanco with an open stance, right-hand side. That pitch tails way outside. Blanco waits, and the pitch. That ball's inside for a strike. Derek's not happy with that call. It was a strike. He just didn't offer. Maybe he's a little too close to the plate. That ball gets away from the catcher. Rolls on the defense. And that's going to bring up a full count now for Derek Blanco. Porter into his windup and the payoff. Hit hard at the shortstop. He's running in, he bobbles it. Blanco's going to get on. Good try by the shortstop. The ball was hit pretty hard, so let's see if the Cousins can put their power together here. Number 18, Diego Blanco, coming up to bat. Diego's numbers on the season, batting average 313, on base absurd 467, and a slugging percentage of 375. He chops a dribbler to shortstop. He fires the ball to first base, and it's off the first baseman's glove. Derek Blanco's going to move over to third, and Diego's going to stay at first. Good job by the shortstop coming up and making the play, and he might have rushed the throw a little bit, but just first baseman couldn't scoop it. That's going to bring up number 10, Jaden Blanco Martinez. And the pitch. Looks like Diego's going to take second base on the first pitch. So 2 runners in scoring position for Blanco Martinez. Blanco Martinez has incredible numbers as well. The sophomore is batting .444 with an on-base percentage of 762 and a slugging of .556. Fouls that one back, excuse me. His OPS is 1.32 with 6 RBIs and 6 stolen bases. Impressive numbers for the sophomore. All right, Aiden Porter now working from the stretch, holds the ball at the waist and delivers. Ball's way outside, behind the batter. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. 2 runners in scoring position. Blanco Martinez looking to be the hero. And the pitch. He hits the ball hard to right field. And that one's off the fence. He's going to have to hold it second. 1 run's going to score. And there's going to be a play at the plate. Nope, 2 runs are going to score. The throw is just a little bit in front of the plate. So the Cousins do put their power together and score 2 runs. Come around the base paths here. Nice job by Blanco Martinez staying with it. And now the workman, Leo Haneo with the work gloves. Also honored today on Senior Day. Porter looks back at first, now delivers. In there for a strike. That ball gets away from the catcher. Jado Blanco Martinez is going to move ahead to second base. Porter's now looking back at second, and now he comes home. Curveball rocketed by Haneo. In the gap. Both fielders are running for it. This ball's going to roll all the way to the scoreboard. Haneo might get a home run on this play. Let's see. He's rounded second. 1 run scores. Haneo is now at third, and Coach Cruz is wisely going to hold him up at third. So the senior got a triple, RBI triple here in the second inning. Railsplitters with a 3-0 lead. Here in the second inning. I think that might be Leo's first triple of the year. This is going to bring up Corey Griffith, number 5. Corey has an on-base percentage of .500, an OPS of 5. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Griffith is a senior. He has 1 RBI on the season as well. Batting from the right-hand side. He's holding the ball, holding the bat high. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. So this is Lincoln's last home game of the season, regular season home game. Hoping to get a playoff game here in the next week or two. Porter delivers. The ball's nubbed off the handle. It's going to score 1 run. So he's got an RBI here on senior day. Unfortunately, he will be out. He's the first out. There's so much. The umpire is trying to get the Railsplitters' attention, but there's just so much energy in the dugout. Somebody dropped their batter's glove going around the bases there, or heading down the first base line. All right, so there's 1 out, 4 runs in, nobody on the base paths for Donnie Francis. And it's Suavemente time. The pitch. High. Top of the order here in the second inning. That ball's inside. Call ball. 0-2. 2-0, excuse me. Now working from the full windup. That ball's past the catcher in the dirt. Donnie's got a very good eye, so. He does not really expand the strike zone that much. He is a trained batter. As I said, he's not gonna bite on that. He's not gonna swing at a ball that's just out of the strike zone. He's that good. All right, you're asking for danger if you walk a Donnie Francis, because now he is an absolute threat to steal the bases. I don't think I gave his numbers. His numbers are ridiculous. Let's just go back to a Donnie for a minute. He's batting .556 with an on base of .667. That just went up. All right, now we got Xavier up. I gave you his numbers before. .318. He's offering bunt, trying to send. Pitcher goes back to first base. The ball kind of rolls off his glove. Donnie just turned his head and looked back towards the first baseline. He wasn't too worried about that pickoff. Donnie's got a decent lead and the pitch. Francis is going. Catcher takes the ball, but he drops it. And now Francis is going to go to, ooh. He might have had third if he kept running, because the catcher was a little deliberate. But he didn't keep running. He made a big turn. Maybe went a little less than halfway. All right, so now Xavier Borges with a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Batting from the right-hand side. Porter now looks back at second and delivers the ball inside for a ball. Xavier shakes his head, no. You're not going to fool me with that. So the second baseman is holding Donnie on. Shortstop is playing in the hole. First baseman's pretty close to the bag, but off to the side. Nice breaking ball for a strike. Nice pitch by Porter. Left side of the infield is back pretty deep. Francis takes off. He's in there. He had a great jump. Good throw by the catcher. Good tag by Jenkinson at third base. But Adani is just speed. Speed all the way. Two more stolen bases for Adani Francis. Curveball, foul. Down the third baseline. Nice job making contact by Borges. The sophomore Swiss Army knife. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Borges calls for time. Now he steps 1 step out of the batter's box. Umpire Wyatry is saying, let's pitch. Time again. Now the pitcher steps off. All right, he steps back on, toe on, first base side, ball behind his waist. Now he collects at the waist. And the pitch. Outside. Donnie's trying to get the catcher's attention down at third base. Got a batter's glove on his right hand and an oven mitt on his left. Now the pitcher delivers. That ball's hit pretty hard by Francis, but the left field is running in. It's going to drop in. Borges is going to make it to second with an RBI double. The Railsplitters take a 5-0 lead. So 1 out. Garcia swings and misses at the first pitch. Samil Garcia, 360 batting average, 364 on base, 417, slugging 545. OPS of 96. He's got 9 RBIs and 3 stolen bases on the season. Railsplitters with a 5-run lead here in the second. Borges with a small lead over at second base. Garcia chops the ball foul down the third baseline, right past the dugout. One of the Fort Hamilton Tigers giving chase to that foul ball. Garcia batted from the right-hand side. And the pitch. Curveball hit hard to the third baseman. He looks at the runner, looks him back. Nice job by Jenkinson looking the runner back. But Borges is fast enough, so as soon as they threw the ball to first base, he took off at third. So now Borges is on third, 2 outs, and J.J. Fernandez is the batter here on Senior Day. All right, now you're going to send in the everyday catcher to run for today's catcher. J.J. Fernandez batting from the right-hand side. Swings and misses at the first pitch. It was a little outside. Pitcher working from first base side out of the stretch, and he delivers. Swing and a miss again. 0-2 for JJ. JJ looks in the dugout. Just got to take a deep breath here and wait for a good pitch. 0-2, so pitches count here. Umpire Wyatry gives him a second. Steps out, fixes the plate. Now JJ's getting some cheering from the dugout. Pitcher shakes off the first call, takes a deep breath, and now delivers the ball outside. Let's see, Joel's going to try to score. He's out at home plate. A little aggressive, but the ball kind of bounced back towards the catcher. Well, Joel's trying to be aggressive, but I can't see Coach Cruz is going to be too happy about that. Yeah, he's going to get a word right now. All right, Railsplitters score 5 runs on 3 hits. The only silver lining about that is JJ's going to get a fresh count in the bottom half of this inning. All right, so after 2 full innings of play, the Railsplitters have a 5-0 lead here on Senior Day. They did a really nice job honoring the seniors before the game. And I got a lot of seniors in the lineup today. That's exciting. Always good times here for Railsplitter baseball. Today's umpires are Dan Wyatry and Victor Cosme. You saw Victor behind the plate for a bunch of games early in the season, and now we've seen Wyatry a couple times. Both of them do a very good job. Passionate about sports, obviously. Donnie's just going through his warm-ups now. JJ's walking around at second base thinking about the pitches he's going to face here in the bottom half of the inning. Ball's going to go down now. David Cruz will be the next batter, number 7. Followed by David Alvier. Excuse me, Daniel Alvier. Cruz waits. First pitch is in there for a strike. Nice job by Adani. Adani with 4 strikeouts on the day. He hits the first batter here. Base on balls. So the Fort Hamilton Tigers with a runner here in the first inning. In the 4th inning. 3rd inning, oh my goodness. Where am I losing my spot here? Top of the 3rd. Adani is asking Derek to hold the runner on. The batter is number 18. Daniel Alvier, excuse me. He's a sophomore. On base percentage of .250. 1 RBI and 1 stolen base on the season. Donnie just misses. Ball just outside. Alvier looking down towards 3rd base. Swing and a miss. Ball's thrown back to 1st base by Borges. Nice throw, fielded by Blanco on 1 bounce. Just a little too late. Concentrate on the batters, boys. Borges holds the glove up high. Francis with a great pitch for strike 3. Swing and a miss. That's going to bring up top of the order, number 97, Breitling Severino Urena. Runner is going. Ball's fouled off, so he's going to go back. Donnie now holds the ball behind his back. Glove folded over his knee. Now he holds at the chest. The home plate umpire calls time. Now he's telling Adani to wait. Now pitch. Runner takes a lead at first. Throw the ball back again. Nice throw by Borges down to first. Good catch by Derek. Derek's holding the runner on now. Doesn't really have a big lead. Adani goes to go back, but doesn't. Runner gets back. Now he gets his lead and the pitch. That one's fouled off into the stands. Nice crowd here today for the Railsplitters. And Fort Hamilton, which is right down the road, a couple exits away on the Belt Parkway. That pitch is in there for a strike. 3. Beautiful pitch. Wow. Froze the batter on that one. Didn't know where to go for that. All right, Adani's last 5 outs have been strikeouts. Holding the runner on at third and the pitch. Foul. First base side. Donnie Francis holds at the chest and delivers. Ball just missed. One ball, one strike, 2 outs. One runner on first base. He has a decent lead. Donnie goes back. He's safe. Good call by the first Fort Hamilton first base coach. And the pitch. It's hit into the outfield, into the gap. It's going to be fielded. Oh, it's going to be missed by the Railsplitters. Tigers are going to hold at third. Donnie's going to hold the ball, cut it off in front of the catcher. Runners in scoring position. 2 runners in scoring position for today's pitcher, Aiden Porter. Porter struck out first at bat. All right, so a fresh count here with 2 outs, 2 runners on. Let's see if Suavemente can work his way out of a jam here. The pitch in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher, but it takes a roll in the right direction to keep the runner at bay at third. Dylan Jenkinson in the on-deck circle. Hoping to get a chance to get these runners in. And Adani's pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch. Beautiful pitch by Adani. Well, he's got a base open, but he wants to get this guy out and get back in the dugout. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch tailing away from the batter. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on. Very big lead for the runner at second base. They're not paying attention to him. Adani delivers. That ball's hit and caught by JJ. Nice play, Fernandez. Great job by JJ. Saving a run there. Nice job. Railsplitters making it happen. In the field and on the base paths. So a little damage done, but no runs scored. Nice play by the third baseman. So we're moving to the bottom half of the third inning. Railsplitters with a 5-0 lead. Amazing job by Donnie Francis pitching today. He's got 6 strikeouts over 3 innings. Be a new pitcher for the Fort Hamilton Tigers. They're going to send out number 7, David Cruz, a senior, to pitch. Mr. Cruz does not have any pitching statistics on PSAL as of yet. That may change here in the bottom half of the inning. All right, as I said, JJ's going to get a fresh count. He's going to come up here and be a batter right now. Railsplitters' last game of the regular season will be later in the week against this same Fort Hamilton team. As I said, a couple exits down the Belt Parkway. JJ's just got to have a constructive bat here. He's got to at bat. He's got to just put the bat on the ball. Just put the ball in play. Get on the base paths. Give your teammates a chance to drive you in. All right, so I'm not sure if I gave you JJ's numbers. I think I did last inning, but I'm going to get back at it one more time here with Javier Fernandez. Gordy, I did give you the numbers because he's got a slugging percentage of 708, which is just absurd. Batting average 417, on base percentage 517, slugging 708, OPS of 123. 5 small percentage points behind the Donnie. JJ has 1 home run, 9 RBIs, and 2 stolen bases on the season. His pitching numbers are even more impressive. He's not pitching today, but he has 36 strikeouts over 26 innings and 3 wins. His ERA is 1.35, and his WHIP is .81. Very impressive numbers for the senior, and he will get another chance to pitch. So let's see what he can do with the batter here. Batting from the right-hand side. Pitcher working from the stretch, first base side, and the pitch. If JJ gets a hold of one of these, it's going over the fence. I'm just going to say it now. He takes ball 2. Good eye. He's up there. Your pitch, your swing. They're yelling at the from the dugout. Your pitch, your swing. Pitcher holds at the chest. Now delivers. That ball's fouled. First base side. Right in the tree. Right behind the fence here. Died out. JJ steps out. Takes off the batter's helmet. Runs his fingers through his hair. And he's ready to rock. And the pitch. That ball's low. Got to wait on this pitch. He's just got to try to sit back and wait and load up on it if he can get it. Swing and a miss. He loaded up too much. All right, now we're going to have a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here for JJ Fernandez. The ball, I don't know if it nubbed off the end of the bat or I'm going to say it hit him in the hand. So, hit by pitch is the call here in the 3rd inning. I got a couple hit by pitches today. Xavier was hit in the first. JJ's hit here in the third. Derek Blanco hits the ball hard in the gap. Center fielder dives, but he does not make the play. The ball's hit hard enough. Center fielder was on it. Looks like the center fielder is the former pitcher. The shortstop made the dive on that play, but he's hurt. He's injured on the play. I think he might have hurt his shoulder. Everybody out there is like swinging their arm around. Hopefully he's okay. He made a really good effort to get to that ball. He just missed. It just went under his glove. Umpire is out there, and all the coaches and players, and now the catcher is just about made his way out to this center field hole. Coach Cruz is talking to JJ over at third. And Diego has now walked up the third baseline to talk to Coach Cruz. All right, so the player's going to stay in the game. He's okay, just a little shaken up on the play. So Diego with a single. Excuse me, Derek with a single. And we're hoping Diego can follow it up with the same. So you got runners on the corners with nobody out in a 5-0 game here in the third. Diego Blanco batting from the front of the batter's box on the right-hand side. And fouls the first ball straight back, right past the media booth. Now the pitcher looks back at first. He looks at second. Now he looks at the batter, and he's going to deliver home over Diego's head. Kind of going towards him, but not quite close enough to him for him to even move. Once again, look at second, looks at home, looks at second, delivers. JJ's jumping around over there at second base, trying to get the pitcher's attention. He almost had it for a second there, but he did not. Now he again looks home, looks at second. Now he delivers home. Diego swings and misses for strike 3 in the first out for the Railsplitters here in the third. That's going to bring up number 10, Jaden Blanco Martinez. He had a single and 2 RBIs. His first at bat in the second inning. He takes a pitch up high. Jaden Blanco Martinez, batting average 444, on base percentage 762. Turns his shoulder in, takes a ball. Slugging percentage is 552, OPS 132. Leads the team in OPS. Takes a strike. And as I mentioned earlier, now he has 8 RBIs on the season. 6 stolen bases. All right, the catcher is now out, talking to the pitcher, making sure they don't have their wires crossed and everybody has the same call. Make sure you get the right pitch coming in here for Blanco Martinez. Got runners on first and second with 1 out. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. 2 men on. Blanco Martinez shrugs the shoulders. Swings. Hits a pop-up sky high. First baseman's calling for it. First baseman makes the catch. Good jobs by James Loftus. Calling everybody off and making the catch. Leo, Eneo. He had a triple in his last at bat. And the pitch. Curveball just misses. And the pitch. That one misses as well. Foul. First base side. Okay, the battle of number sevens. And the pitch. Foul right into the catcher's glove. JJ with a small lead off second. Derek with a lead off first. Pretty big lead off first. All right, now we got another full count here in the third. Aneo waiting for the pitch. Strike three call. Nice pitch by the Fort Hamilton Tiger. Looks like Donnie Francis will come back out. Cap shuffle time on the scoreboard here at 2,800. Joel is out to warm up for Donnie. Xavier's got his stuff on. He's ready. He's coming out. Giving Joel a pound. Slap on the chest. Xavier's ready to go. Dylan Jenkinson on the on-deck circle here. He's getting some directions from his coach. As the coach goes around, he's going to head over to the first base side. Same defensive alignment for the Railsplitters here. Bottom of the fourth. Looks like number 11, Jacob Estevez, has come in to play right field. Donnie ready to deal to Jenkinson. Jenkinson stands his ground in the batter's box, just kind of steps back from the pitch. Donnie's pitch in there for a strike. One ball, one strike for the senior. Facing the senior. Curveball misses. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Xavier gets down nice and low. Jenkinson has a good eye. He does not offer. All right, now Adani, glove folded at his hip, holds the chest. Jenkinson hits the ball hard up the middle, right past Adani. Nice solid contact for Jenkinson. So Jenkinson with a single, in the first, a double in the first at bat, single in the second here in the fourth. So they got one runner on. And the bunt offered. Donnie fields the ball, fires the ball to first in time for the out. Number 3, James Loftus, gets the job done. He was tasked with the job of getting the runner over to second base, and he did just that. Gave the first base coach a good high five as he got there with the sacrifice bunt. That's going to bring up Thomas O'Neill, batting from the right-hand side, and he takes a strike. Thomas O'Neill's batting .286, on-base percentage of .375, slugging .429, OPS of 8-0 with 3 RBIs. He's also pitched 7 strikeouts over 6.1 innings. The ball's hit back to Adani off of his foot. Going to be fielded by Garcia at shortstop. And the Fort Hamilton Tigers have something cooking here in the fourth. Got runners on the corners with 1 out. And Ryan Maida steps up to the plate. Batting from the right-hand side. Francis delivers a strike. Nice pitch by Adani. JJ's about 6 steps off the bag. Donnie's got a nice quick move back to first, especially for a right-handed pitcher. Almost got him that time. Pitch. O'Neill bunts. Adani fields, holds, throws the ball to first for the out. So now there's 2 outs. Two outs. 2 men in scoring position for the senior, David Cruz. Cruz is batting .176 on the season with an on-base percentage of .300. A slugging of .176. Adani deals. That ball is low. Cruz also has 1 RBI and 3 stolen bases on the season. All right, nobody's holding any of these runners on. And the pitch. In there for a strike. Pitch was a little outside, but umpire saw it coming over the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out, and the pitch. A little low. All right, so Francis takes a little bit of walk around the mound. Now he steps back on. He's got a toe on, first base side, collects at the waist, and delivers. Ball's foul, hit in play. It looks like it's going to be in play down the line. It's actually, they're calling it fair. 1 run's going to score on the play. 2 runs score on the play. Hard to see from my vantage point. It looked like the ball was tailing foul, but I guess it did stay fair. I got to get a better line on where that foul pole is down there. All right, so good job by Cruz helping his own cause, getting 2 runs in. It's going to bring up Number 18, Daniel Alvear. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. This is 2 outs, 2 strikes. Nobody on, 2 runs in. On 3 hits. That pitch is inside. Got 1 runner on, excuse me. You got a runner on second base. Cruz with the 2 RBI double. Francis delivers. The ball's in there for strike 3. All right, so Adani has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Ks on the day. Now the rail splitting coaching staff is going to call their team around to huddle in the back of the dugout. Railsplitters are going to send up number 5, Corey Griffith, up to bat here. So Cruz is going to be going through his warm-up pitches here. Bottom half of the 4th. Railsplitters with a 3-run lead, 5-2. They're going to send up to Corey Griffith, Donnie Francis, Xavier Borges, and Samil Garcia if they're lucky enough. JJ's running down to the field house, so hopefully he can get up to this inning. That would be great. So I told you in the last at bat that Corey's got an on-base percentage of .500 with 1 RBI on the season. And he steps in from the right-hand side, takes the first pitch for strike. Really look like there's that much wind here, but it is a little windy in our corner of the end zone here. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Pitchers count here for number 7 as he takes a deep breath and delivers. In there for a strike. Nice pitch. Catcher fires the ball down to third base. And the Tigers whip it around the infield. Griffith with the strikeout. Donnie Francis stepping in from the right-hand side. He's a switch hitter. He bats righty and lefty. Today he's batting from the right-hand side. And the pitch. He hits the ball over everybody's head. And, oh, no, center fielder makes the catch. Center fielder coming on slow. I thought the ball was going to drop in right past the second baseman, but it carried enough. I believe that's Aiden Porter out there in center field. Today's starting pitcher. All right, so 1 out, 2 out for Borges. And the pitch. High. Borges was hit by a pitch in the first and has a double in the second. pitch. Borges hits the ball to the second baseman, and he makes the play. So Railsplitters put up another 0 here in the bottom half of the 4th. There'll be a new pitcher for the Railsplitters here. Number 4, Samil Garcia, is going to come on and pitch for the Railsplitters. Cornel is out here warming him up. Donnie's going to move over to play shortstop. Blanco Martinez is at second. JJ's at third. Derek Blanco's playing first. Diego Blanco in left field. I think Haneo is in center field. Yep, Haneo is in center field, and Estevez is in right. Borges is back behind the plate. Tigers are going to send up number 17, Milo Pretends. Pretends is going to be a pinch hitter here. I believe he's going to bat for Breitling, Severino, Urena. Pretends is a freshman. He's got 1 RBI and 1 stolen base on the season. Batting from the right-hand side, facing Garcia. His first pitch of the season. The PSAL season. Foul back, out of play. And the pitch. That pitch is high. Borges takes it, throws it back. Hoping for a better outcome here on pitch number 3. Garcia's working fast from the full windup. That ball's in there for a strike. And this is actually Breitling, Severino, Urena at bat. He's grounded out and struck out. And now he's grounded out and struck out twice. One out here, top of the 5th. Eight strikeouts for the rail-splitting pitching staff here today. That ball misses. This is number 22, junior, Jordan Ayala. Swing and miss. One ball, one strike, one out. And the pitch. Inside. Just misses. And the pitch. Foul. First base side. Two balls, two strikes, one out. And the pitch. That ball's in the dirt. Just a bit outside. Xavier collects the ball and then looks back at Samil and tells him, calm down, settle in. Throw strikes. Takes a step off the mound, now steps right back on from the full windup. And the pitch. Just missed. So Fort Hamilton Tigers with a base runner here. That's going to bring up Aiden Porter. Batted from the right-hand side. Porter struck out and grounded out. His first two at-bats. And the pitch. Xavier throws the ball back down to first. We're going to concentrate on the batter here. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Garcia. One ball, one strike, one out. One man on. Working from the stretch. Swing and a miss. Beautiful pitch. All right, Garcia is ahead in the count, working from the stretch. First base side, just misses. The ball tailed back across the inside of the plate. Just missed. Now he's working from the stretch, in the middle. The ball's fouled off. The runner goes. The ball is fouled off. Sammy Garcia, he's getting some words of encouragement coming out of the Lincoln dugout. Runner with a small lead over at first base, and the pitch is a swing and a miss. For strike three. Another strikeout for the Railsplitters here today. 2 in this inning alone. And that's going to bring up number 13, Dylan Jenkinson. And the pitch. High. Jenkinson's 2 for 2, a single and a double. 2 hard hit balls. Fouls this one off. First base side, out of play. Steps back into the batter's box. Garcia holds at the chest and delivers. Good eye by Jenkinson. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 out. Garcia delivers. Ball's hit by Jenkinson. It's foul, but Blanco might have a play on it. And he does. Makes the play for the out. For the 3rd out. No runs. On no hits. After 5 innings of play, the score is the Railsplitters 5 and the Tigers 2. Coach Cruz with his team huddled around him behind the dugout. Railsplitters is going to send up the top of the order here in the bottom of the 5th. Cruz is going to come back out and pitch one more time. Number 7, David Cruz, doing a good job. He's feeling a little more confident as he moves along. He's like starting to roll. Doesn't necessarily have a lot of speed on his pitches, but he throws strikes. Nice throw by the catcher down. Railsplitters are going to send up their current pitcher, Samil Garcia, to lead off here the bottom half of the 5th inning. And the pitch, way high. Can't get that ball. He's got to follow through on that, get that ball to come down. Garcia hits the ball hard into the gap, but the center fielder is going to be there to make the play. Nice job by Porter getting underneath that one. Took it for a ride, but it was hit right at the center fielder. And that's going to bring up J.J. Fernandez, number 3. The wind's starting to pick up a little bit, blowing out towards left center field. And the pitch. J.J. takes this one for a ride. This one's going to get back to the fence. Nope. Getting me too excited there. Fielded by the right fielder, about 2 steps in front of the fence. Just kept hoping JJ would put a charge in one today. And that's going to bring up Blanco. Pitch is high. Derek Blanco with a single in the 3rd inning and a run scored. A couple of good plays in the field today, too. And the pitch. The ball's way inside. I think he's necessarily trying to brush him off the plate. I think he's just struggling getting the ball in the strike zone right now. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, and the pitch. Pitch in there for a strike. And the pitch. Ball 4. Blanco's taking his base. That's going to bring up number 18, Diego Blanco. He's going to bat from the right-hand side. Derek with a lead over at first. And the pitch. Comes home, but too high. Pitcher looks over his shoulder. The runner goes. Throw. Down to second. Not in time. Derek Blanco with a stolen base. Standing up stolen base for the big guy. All right, 1-1. Runner in scoring position for Diego. Pitch is inside. Diego struck out in his last at bat. He hits this one in the gap towards the shortstop. Shortstop makes the play. Fields fires the ball across the diamond for the third out of the inning. No runs on one hit. Railsplitters with a 3-run lead after 5 innings of play. Fort Hamilton Tigers coming up to bat. Top of the 6th. Garcia is going to come back out to pitch here for the Railsplitters. Garcia doing a good job here in middle relief. Railsplitters just looking to get the last couple of outs here and hold on to the lead. Finish up the last regular season home game with a win. That'll be the last couple of warm-up pitches. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters. No, excuse me. Let's see. 5, 6, and 7 hitters. James Loftus, Thomas O'Neill, Ryan Maida. Due up to bat here for Fort Hamilton. In the 6th. Loftus batting from the left-hand side. Takes a pitch low for a ball. Stands towards the back of the batter's box, very close to home plate. He nubs a ball foul towards the third base dugout. Garcia now stepping on. Holds the glove over his face as he steps into his windup. Called strike. And the pitch. That ball's outside. Way outside. Garcia once again into his windup. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Another strikeout for the Railsplitters here in the 6th inning. Ten strikeouts for the Railsplitters here today. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Number 5, Thomas O'Neill. Stepping into bat. He has 3 RBIs on the season. He hits the ball hard over Adani's head. Going to be fielded by Diego. He's going to hold the ball and then fire it in. So it's a long single for Thomas O'Neill. So there's a runner on first base for number 6, Ryan Maida. And the pitch. The ball's high. Gets away from Borges. He's going to throw him out at second. He's got him. Out. Got him. Good throw. Borges has a really strong arm. You know, he's a 5'2" player, so he gives you a little bit of everything. The ball took a good bounce off the back of the cage, and I could see right away he was going to throw him out because the runner didn't have a great jump. All right. So 1 out on the base paths. Garcia deals. He just misses. Oh, 2 outs. Hit by pitch. Top of the head. Ryan Maida takes his base. And that's going to bring up the pitcher, David Cruz. So there's going to be a pinch runner for the catcher. Maida is today's catcher. You can pinch run for a catcher anytime. Cruz is going to step up and bat from the right-hand side. Garcia let that one get away. Let's see if he can get it back. Runner goes. Borges throws. He throws behind. But he gets the runner. Wow. Nice athletic play by Adani Francis. The runner didn't get a great jump. It was Milo Cretens. But, wow, what a play by Francis. He's just so freaking athletic. It's amazing. Throw was way offline. He just like spun around, back around and got the tag down low. He's able to move his body in crazy positions. Railsplitters is going to come out here and bat the bottom half of the 6th. Two caught stealing and a strikeout for the outs in the last half of the inning. Amazing. Railsplitters is going to come out, bat here yet again in the 6th. Bottom half of the 6th. They only have a small lead, so 3-run lead to speak of. Cruz is going to come back out and pitch again. Coach Cruz is having a discussion with umpire Wyatry. Some about halfway down the 3rd baseline. Umpire